lot of different reasons why people come to the street. I think the ones that we deal with most is got to do with poverty, abuse, and addictions.
They're a group that have really, really significant health problems, and that's part of what's brought me to work at U10.
There is a housing backlog in Cape Town of 400,000 units. The annual migration of people moving to Cape Town is faster than the number of housing units that are built in Cape Town each year. 70% of people who's been on the streets for 6 months or longer suffer from substance abuse. There are not enough programs that seek to bring about true empowerment of their beneficiaries. The adage goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. The problem is that it's always going to be cheaper and quicker to give someone a fish rather than to teach someone to fish for themselves. The result is that many organizations fall into the trap of just getting better and better at handing out fish.
Running the first phase program, which includes soup kitchens, our first aid clinic, and also one of the events that we have. They are able to come have a good meal, a nutritious meal, and to chat to us about their circumstances, rehabilitation. It's basically a contact point where we start to build a relationship with the street people.
Between 1 and 3 every day, they can access our computer literacy classes as well as some basic life skill classes. Then in 1.5 phase, it's all about drug and alcohol rehabilitation. So many people being homeless have addiction problems. And second phase is all about getting the participants ready to live independent lives in society, keep down a job, keep their home, and actually live as normal members of society. A to B model is all about moving people from dependent A levels to independent B levels. There's one example. We've recently moved one of our participants from the graffiti removals team into a retail team, and for the first week he was just negative. He didn't want to participate in any of the activities of the store. Before we started using the A to B model, we would have just interpreted his behavior as having a bad attitude and being lazy, but knowing that he's on an A2 level, we then were able to successfully crutch him with another person. Within a matter of a week to 2 weeks, this participant who's before been lazy and had such a bad attitude is now a different person. All of a sudden he's motivated, he comes to work on time, he's clean shaven, and he's just much more motivated to actually take part in the activities, and that is what A to B helps you with. In third phase, we do job hunting, interview skills, and CV writing, and the participants actively do job hunting. Once they've found a job, then U10 can actually help them find permanent accommodation and then help them reintegrate into society completely.
Working in partnership with existing service providers is one of the best ways in which you can make a difference to those people who are vulnerable around you. You make less mistakes if you work in partnership with people. You immediately benefit from their experience and their solutions to certain problems, and the little effort and time that you have got to spend on the problem immediately works towards building a solution.
That if people come to you and they are hungry, give them a meal voucher that is redeemable at any of our service points, which is Wynberg or Claremont. And at that service point, they will not only get a plate of food, but they also have the opportunity of learning about rehab.
There are basically 2 major ways that you can get involved with us. One of them is to help us with our daily activities, the actual day-to-day running of the work that we do at U10. 2 of the things that you can actually do with us are sorting clothing. Connected to that is the actual second-hand clothing store where we help the guys, so you can actually come and get involved, help us run that, and actually meet guys living on the street. The second major way that you can help us is to help to get involved with our August cycle event.
If people are first interested about U10 and they've not known of us, or if they know us and want to keep up with what's going on, the website is the logical place, www.homeless.org.za.